Welcome to the GRWN Woman Podcast.
With your host, Marianne and,
of course, Shakia.
Get ready for candid conversations, expert insights, and plenty of laughter along the way.
Of course.
Tune in and join our community of empowered women navigating life's journey with style and grace.
With style and grace. Love it. Tune into today's episode. Give us grace. One, thank you to Macoco's for giving us the space and also sponsoring the food. And if you are buying drinks, supporting them in that. So thank you to that. Thank you to Alma for her support and putting all of this together. We wouldn't have been able to do it.
Oh, no.
And thank you, Hasmi, for those kind words and that powerful prayer where she's not listening to me. But thank you. Thank you for everybody that came out. 1, 2. 1, 2. I'm so sad. 1, 2. Okay. So our podcast went live Wednesday. Who knew that?
I get it.
We're the real friends that in the room. Who knew our podcast went live Wednesday? Thank you to those that are and I'm questioning some, but thank you. We are live. Please go and subscribe. There's tons of QR codes around you. If you have not noticed, our picture is in your face at the table. Please scan and support. So today we just really wanted to talk about why we started this. No? Okay.
We're just gonna use one.
Okay. We just really wanted to talk about why we started this. We wanted you to get excited about what we were doing. And also just kind of introduce who we are. Like half of y'all know Marion in the room. If y'all could see the difference in the colors, y'all know who and who knows what side, right? So there's like a brown side and then another brown side. And we're coming together in the room. Bringing culture together, okay? So it's gonna be a little bilingual, a little papi chula, a little American, a little ghetto. Oh, papi chulo. Yeah. Sorry, I just came back from Cancun, so I think I know a little Mexican, a little Spanish. But we wanted you to know. Please don't take offense, okay? I love all of y'all. I just can't talk in Spanish. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh,
okay.
Here we go.
We ready. So just wanted you guys to come out and support. We want to be big. We want to do something different. One thing about me, right, is spice on my name. So if y'all want to put respect, it's Dr. Shakia. If you don't, it's Kia. One thing about me and my platform, people always see me working. They see me in the professional space. They know that I love to build, empower, and educate those around me, right? But I don't feel people get to see the other side. And so I wanted to be what I needed when I was going through and what I still need on a daily basis, right? I need women, I need people who are supporting, building, and uplifting. And because it is limited, I wanted to be a part of that. So versus complaining about it, I was like, hey, we should do that. And if you know Marion, for those in the room, you also know she has this powerful punch that comes along with her wonderfulness. And so we had these conversations and we're surrounded by amazing people in the room. I see my besties, I see people who have supported and prayed for me. And we've had these conversations over and over. And we were like, we need a platform that talks about grown woman conversations, right? You could be professional, you could do your job, but there's still things we need to talk about, right? Like the ghetto-ness of dating. If you're married, like how do you stay married? I've been married, divorced, and now I'm in these streets.
You're in the streets?
Not in the streets for real, but you know, in the streets. Loving God and like, how do you be a woman that loves God and still live your life without being stuck in this religious box? How do you make money? Like, how do you look good? How do you secure the body in the bag, right? And so many things that I feel as women, especially women of color, that we don't have this support circle around. It's a lot of hate, but not a lot of support. And so when you come to the GRWN Woman Podcast, that's what it is. You're going to hear some things you probably don't agree with, and then you're going to hear some things you do agree with. If you don't agree with it, pray for us. Pray for us. Shando Shebe, okay? But I'm going to let Mary introduce who she is because I feel like I need to take a break. Okay.
I should leave because this is your podcast.
Hey now.
Well, we forgot to do something. We didn't do our check-in.
Well, you got to introduce yourself first.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, I'm Marianne, for those of you who don't know me. I'm so excited. Okay, I feel like, wait, hold on. Can I? Jeez. I feel like uniting our communities is something that I've always dreamed of. Even the church that I go to, Unite Ministry, right? Like bringing community together is very important for me. So I really appreciate all of you guys for your support, and I'm so excited for where God is about to take us. I'm ready. I'm scared, but I'm ready. So who am I? I'm a very spicy Latina.
Very. She will cut you off in 2 seconds.
You look at me wrong, you're blocked. But real story.
True story.
Being in the financial industry for a very long time, more focused on the commercial part of the bank. Moved here 10 years ago from Canada and hated Milwaukee with a passion, but then I started falling in love with the people, with the city, with all of the things that all of you amazing people are doing to make our community a better place. And then I met you through Hasmin, and I think we just clicked right away. And every time we got together, there's always something good that we are talking about with us. Yeah. Dating in this ghetto world.
We have to define ghetto because somebody inboxed me like, you cannot say that.
Good afternoon, beautiful. We're gonna get to the joke now. But I'm a mom of a 7-year-old princess who keeps me busy. And just trying to, impact the community, trying to, should I say date in this ghetto world? I haven't really dated, but you guys need to watch the first episode so you guys can understand. But just so excited to be here and excited for you guys to get to know us, to come to our world, and to just hear what grown women talk about.
Yeah.
And this is gonna be hard with just one microphone, but if you guys can get us another microphone, that'd be
please,
amazing.
That would be amazing. Can you guess who is the black one and who is the Latino one?
Well, I don't have an accent, right?
Oh, no. Okay.
Dang.
All right. So how we normally start the podcast, we normally do a check-in. And I've been gone for a week.
First of all, you're always gone.
I'm always gone. But I was gone for a week in Cancun, so I'm trying to express the Spanish that I've learned the week that I was gone. So if you hear my language and my accent change, it's because I was around a lot of Hispanic people who loved me.
Can you explain why I wasn't invited to this trip?
Marian wasn't there because...
The way my wallet is set up, we can't be doing everything.
Yeah. But anyhow, so we wanted to get to, for those in the room that watched the first podcast, can you raise your hand? Don't lie over there. I don't want to call you out, but I love you enough where I'm going to just have grace. So there was questions that came in my inbox.
Non-stop.
Based off of the first episode. So if you have not watched it, please do and you'll understand. So we had a whole different lingo of like how we were going to start this podcast. And I got blew up on the things that I've shared, right, Deshaun, because you watched it, right? It was so amazing. And one of the things that we talked about was kind of our like dating life. And one of the questions that came, because there was a comment that was made that one thing that me and Marian didn't appreciate was when a man meets you, right, the first thing he does is text you, Good morning, beautiful. And we discussed how that was not original language. And we were not a fan of that, right? Like, because we felt that every man says that to every single woman he meets. Women, raise your hand, because we're going to just prove it. If the first time you met a man, the first thing he texts you the next morning was what? I didn't hear you. What did he text you? I just need all the men in the room to hear it. They text you what? And then the new one is Grand Rising. Grand Rising, my queen.
Can I just say something?
I just want to make it clear that we're not trying to bash men. We're trying to help you guys out. So you know the things that we do not want to hear. And good morning, beautiful, ain't it? Because that makes me feel like you copy and paste it to 5 or 10 different girls. Like, get it together, okay?
We definitely need, we're gonna get to it. We're coming to you, don't worry. We need 2 mics because holding this conversation, can we get the other mic? We just gotta play. But we were just talking about like things when you're dating. So we've both been married, both divorced. I guess we're the issues.
No, baby.
We're,
No,
we're healing and going through the process. But when you get into the dating streets, right? I felt like the common pattern for every man that asked for my number, whether it was Facebook, IG, everything was Good Morning Beautiful. And so for me, my preference is, versus you saying Good Morning Beautiful.
Oh, here we go.
Right? You can say, I know you love coffee because you talk about it 100% of your profile on every social media that you have. There is a cash app waiting for you with coffee. Have a great day, right? That is very original. Versus Good Morning. This might say red flag because I need you. Who just said that? Who just said? The point we're saying is we need you to be original. But I do have a question for the guys in the audience.
Yeah, because
The president with the glasses back there. Can you tell us why every female that you meet is a Good Morning Beautiful?
Oh, look, here's a mic don't agree.
Can you tell us why it's Good Morning Beautiful? Can somebody, one of the guys?
No, we don't.
What do y'all say?
What do you
What do y'all
say?
say?
What's your name again?
Bro!
1, 2.
No, what's your name again?
Okay, originally is what's your plans for the day?
What's your plan for the day? You got any plan?
Is that how you?
Brunch? You want to do lunch?
How many females in the room actually heard that on their first text?
Because it's this.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is the perfect crew over there.
Like I start my blessed day. What is your plan for today?
What is your plans for today? Have a blessed day?
No, you start with blessed day. It's always a blessing when you open your eyes.
Uh-huh.
Blessed day, okay.
What is your plan for today?
So
Okay.
what are your plans for today?
Okay.
And if she tells you what her plans are for the day, I'm going to work, I'm going to the gym.
Then you lead out to that. Like, do you want to go for breakfast? You want
Okay.
to do lunch? You want
I
to do
like that.
dinner? You got anything going on? How's your day going?
Yeah. So that's what we want to hear. We don't want to hear Good Morning Beautiful 15 days in a row.
Yeah, that's too much.
We want you like a one Good Morning Beautiful, and then the next text is like a plan for
Beautiful
something.
comes naturally if they're trying to talk to you, right? There's something that's
It depends on how beautiful you are.
I think that there is a big
there. I mean, I'm talking to you.
there's a big difference because women are beautiful. They know they're beautiful. But why? But sometimes they want some more than that, right?
1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. One, two, we had to share. Okay. All right, so again, the reason I brought it up is because if you've watched our first episode that went live Wednesday, I got a lot of hate mail and a lot of text messages that was like, well, what is a man supposed to say? So I wanted to be able to address that. We're gonna have to do one mic.
Hello?
Can you talk about one?
1, 2, 1, 2.
I think I have to turn
Turn it off. You're gonna have
1, 2. Okay, so we just have to turn it off and on. Okay, so I just wanted to address it. You can say Good Morning Beautiful, but I just like don't want to be number 5 on the list of your Good Morning Beautifuls, of your copy and paste. I want you to be very original.
Can I say something about that? This is my problem. And I know it's my problem. But when I start talking to somebody, I want to be the only one. Like, I don't want to know that you're talking to somebody else. It's just me, and that's it. Like, if I know that you're talking to somebody else, baby, you block. That's not me problem. It's just me. It's just me, okay? Come over here.
Turn it off.
Dr. Joe, come over here.
Turn it off. Why is that selfish? We have a question. Okay, come tell us.
Come tell us.
Give me the mic.
Yeah, bring it to him.
Ladies first,
Don't
though.
give me that one.
Yeah.
That's more original. That's more original.
Hey, I'm saying though, like, good afternoon, beautiful.
Likewise. Okay, so I got a question for what you just said. if you find out that someone is talking to somebody else, you got a problem with it. Well, there is a difference between talking and to the step where you're actually dating. Because so, because in the beginning of my relationship, we were talking. And I was talking to 3 different people because I'm feeling you guys out. When I decided on a specific person, like, yes, this is it, and we started dating, I started dating one person. But he was also talking to other people. So we got to kind of define some things, you know, because there's 2 cultures in here. What does talking mean? What does dating mean? What is exclusively date? What is a boo? What is a babe? Like, what is a wifey? What is a fake wifey? I mean, we got to define some things between the blacks and the Hispanics.
We're not going to separate these cultures.
No, but y'all know what I'm saying. And this is why it be confusion, especially with women. And then this is why we come for y'all, and then y'all be pissed, and then women start slashing tires because y'all wild sometimes. And so it just be a lot going on. So we got to talk about that part.
That's a great point. Okay, we have a gentleman that wants to speak.
I want to respond to that.
Okay, let me turn this on.
My problem is that I fall in love in 3 business days, so. We don't gotta talk much. I'm already in love with you, baby. It's a matter of fact, let's get married.
Okay, so to your point, right? And I feel that a lot of Hispanic women are that way to adjust the culture.
Excuse me?
It is true. Like, when you have that one conversation, it's like, oh, we're talking. I was like, I think there's boundaries that you need to establish on that first conversation when you do go out on that first date. Like, what is this? What's allowable, not allowable? Because if you don't have those boundaries and those communications, remember, a lot of times, like, I have a profession. So I talk to a lot of people. I gotta engage constantly with a lot of people. I gotta say hi, hey. That doesn't mean that I'm trying to be flirtatious or nothing. I have a persona I gotta carry. So there's boundaries that you gotta say. Like, just because you see me saying hi and introducing myself with other females, don't mean that I'm talking to that women. Don't make that assumption. You know, so you said those boundaries at the beginning. So, like, don't just go quick, like, I'm blocking you. Like, you don't know. That's quick. That's hard.
Can you turn your mic off so I can respond? I want to respond. Can you turn your mic off? Okay.
I want to be the only
one.
one.
I'm ready. I'm ready. You got to turn it off. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay.
So just to respond, I do not fall in love in 3 business days. That is very culturally. So to speak to both of the cultures in the room, I don't fall in love in 3 business days. It takes a lot. But to clarify, men in these positions of, it's my career. I have to talk to so many women, right? We also have to talk to so many men, right? So it goes both ways. So I just say, yes, there should be a boundary conversation when there's interest. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do and what I'm not going to do day 1. I don't even know if I like you day 1. Maybe day 10, 15, 20, 30. Yeah, sorry.
That's a lot of days.
That's why you don't need to good morning beautiful me every day. We could skip some days.
What, 10 days?
10 days.
That's a lot of days.
Listen, again, and my mama taught me different. I wasn't raised in a culture that you fall in love in 3 business days. But the point I'm making is the fairness should go in, as Talea said, where there should be an explanation. Because I don't really care what you do unless I like you.
But
I think that goes for all women. If we don't ask questions, we don't like you.
Okay, but tell me if I'm wrong. Men usually know from the get-go what they want with you. Whether they want to sleep with you, whether they see a relationship with you, they know from the get-go.
Men? Yep. Men?
That one.
They know from the get-go.
We can't hear y'all. Y'all quiet.
Okay, Alma.
Wait, y'all quiet.
5 minutes? What are you guys?
Come on, speak up.
Now it's your time.
Have y'all ever thought about this aspect?
We can't hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I said, have y'all ever thought about this aspect of it? It doesn't matter what profession it is or whatever. When y'all meet certain men that y'all messing with, they text y'all that?
We don't mess.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so what I was saying was, it doesn't matter what profession it is, when y'all meet certain men that's texting y'all that, or like good morning, beautiful, whatever it is, they already intimidated by y'all. They intimidated by y'all profession. So they scared to talk what they really want to talk because they think that y'all smarter than them. So that's probably what's going on. Like, they intimidated by y'all profession. Y'all ain't messing with this panel right here. We ain't intimidated by nothing.
There's a question.
Listen, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll accept that. I'll accept that there's some.
Question again.
So when you meet a woman, you already know what you want with that woman. You want to sleep with her, date her, marry her.
I mean, potential is not facts.
Oh, what does that mean?
So a woman can have potential, but that don't mean that that's what the outcome is going to be. So even though I may look at you like, ooh, she could be this, once you get into the real conversations, that potential becomes potentially not, or potentially.
I often say, a lot of times they tell you read the book and all that. I say get to know the author before you read the book. So, like, in reality, like, it all depends. There might be times that you see a girl and you'll be like, damn, I want to hit that. But that don't mean that, okay, just because I want to hit that, I'm going to be like, all up on you. And there's times that you meet women and you be like, I would like to get to know her and see how she really is, if she really says who she really is. Because often, I always say, and this is nature in human beings, there's a lot of human beings that are like chameleons. We play something and we pretend to be something that we're really not. Then after that 3, 4 days, 5 days go away, then you start seeing who they really are. And then that's when you're like, we're not in alignment right here. And I think that's what my brothers say. It all depends. People show you real quick. Look.
Ladies, that's why you keep your legs closed. That's why we keep our legs closed, pray to Jesus, and keep going. Because you don't want to waste your time on those chameleons back there. But we had a question right here, and then we're gonna leave Good Morning Beautiful question after this, okay?
Let me bring the mic over, but I have to say that, hello?
Yeah.
That, again, all women are very different, and we all approach things very differently. Right now, on the stage, we have 2 strong, successful women, and there's a lot of women here the same way. They are successful, they're beautiful, they're strong, and that is what we're trying to figure out, right, and have that open conversation. So I want to thank the men for sharing their views.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Appreciate that.
So for me, it's just what happened to just a phone call.
That part!
Texting, people can read things differently and misunderstand everything.
We can hear you.
I feel like if someone's genuinely interested, they want to see you, they'll call you.
Yes!
You could have a conversation. We're humans, and that's what we want, is human connection. So aside from everything, like, it's basic. We overcomplicate everything. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you, Chica. That was good.
We want human connection.
Human connection. So the next question, again, for those that didn't watch it, watch it. I spoke on, as I'm in these dating streets, I tried online dating. So I tried, and I talked about my experience. And somebody inboxed me like, oh, I wouldn't expect someone as successful as you, as beautiful as you, they came with all the game, to be on online dating. Why online dating? Has anybody ever tried the online dating? Okay.
I did it for 3 days, and that was enough. I'm like, I can't, this is not for me.
Online dating was worse than dating in real life. That was my experience. Like, it was worse than dating. I have never seen so many sassy men in my life. Wow. Sassy. I said sassy and spicy. And so my online dating experience wasn't great. And so I shared that. And again, I had people in my inbox stating that I was male bashing not male bashing, I was speaking the truth on my experience, and had never seen a side of men that was so spicy. Like, men, instead of good morning beautiful, like they would text you this whole profile of their life, and I'm like, bro, I'm not gonna read this. Like, I'm not gonna respond to that. I know this is online dating, but we're not gonna go back and forth for 3 days. Like, and so my online experience was terrible. I don't like online dating. It was just not for me. But I would love to hear somebody else's experience that may have had something different, so it doesn't seem like I was male bashing. Has anybody had a good experience with online dating? Oh, come on, my girl.
Oh yeah, you guys are married.
What was your experience? Well, maybe I gotta find a Tresky because it didn't work for me.
No, go, take her.
Turn off.
Oh, let's hear from Tresky. Yes, let's hear your experience.
Did you turn it off?
Here we go. I could see why online dating could be a challenge, particularly for women. But one thing I think online dating does is it reveals people's intentions pretty quickly. And so I think whether you're meeting online or meeting in person, the biggest thing is you got to be very direct. You got to be very direct, what you're looking for, what you're about, where you're trying to go, because if you're looking for a marriage eventually, right, a partnership, you're looking for a partner. And so they need to know what they're signing up for. And one of the things that we experienced, not that our dating experience was perfect, but we were able to get to the heart of the matter a lot quicker. And I will also share, we were both in unique situations. We were single parents, so we were in a different situation. We weren't going to waste time, right? Part of the reason that I wanted to seek after online dating was I don't want something surface level. I don't want a good morning beautiful. I want to know the heart of who you are. What makes you beautiful?
Yes.
Right? What are you excited about? Like, all those things. And so, I'm as much as I know online dating can be a mess and be ugly, I'm so thankful because I definitely was more than blessed in my experience.
I also am in a relationship of 3 years with somebody I met online, and it's worked out, but I did kiss a lot of frogs. So
I don't want to kiss no frogs.
Listen, I tried online dating for like 3 days, and I was so annoyed. Hey, I'm trying to find the love of my life. If it doesn't happen in 3 days, I'm just kidding. It's just a joke. It's a joke. But I just don't have the patience. Like I'm energy. Like, how do I feel around you? How do you make me feel? Like the conversations that we have in person. I don't like, just texting back and forth. And a lot of the men that approach me just wanted a booty call, and I'm like, is this how you guys start talking to women nowadays? Like, no.
What's a booty call?
What is a booty call?
Yeah, me said no. Oh, I'm sorry. Young ears in the room. Never mind.
A situationship.
Okay, sorry. All right.
Bruh, get it together.
All right. Turn your mic off.
I turn it off.
1 2 1 2. My mic is not working. What you do, Terrence? Okay, fix it.
1 2. All right.
Hello.
So online dating, you have 2 examples in the room that it worked for. Maybe I didn't kiss enough frogs. I'm done kissing frogs. Did you use the free app or did you pay? That is a great question.
I didn't pay for that.
I wasn't paying premium. I'm not, okay?
Okay.
Trusky, did you pay? Oh, you did it free. Alma, did you pay?
No, free.
Free.
There you go.
They made it off the free, AJ. We're not gonna talk about your story with the ketchup and the shoestrings, okay? All right. She stopped talking to a man because he had too many sauces on their date. He ordered too many sauces at their date, okay?
Too much dressing on the
We
salad.
gonna have her on the next podcast. She said 2 sauces minimum and he went to 4, okay? So she blocked him. All right. All right. So the next question that came into my inbox was, why is it ghetto in these dating streets? Who in these dating streets right now? None of y'all? Y'all all taken?
No. 2 here. No more.
No more.
Yes.
Damn, y'all all found somebody?
I'm trying to.
Y'all just not dating. Not actively dating. A lot of them not raising their hand. Okay. So if you in these dating streets, for the ones that are like happily at home, to God be the glory. For us that are not,
It's ghetto.
the dating streets, and I was told to define ghetto. Okay, if you're from Milwaukee, I was raised in West Lawn Projects. Okay, I came up, my mother was a leader of a gang. She was a madam too. So when you want to know what ghetto is, just think about my life, right? And that's what ghetto is. It's hard out here in these streets for a pimp. No, I'm just playing. I told you my mother, God has changed her, bless her soul. I was raised very differently, and so when I say it's ghetto in these streets, that's what I mean. I've had a man that told me he forgot his card. I said, well, bro, you out here because I'm covering my tab, and you got to figure out yours. Like the dating streets, right? Like it's just real ghetto. And then they expect if they pay for your meal, there's a return. A return of what? A thank you? A thank you? Right? I know it's the questions of Applebee's. I'm not too good for Applebee's, but I don't do Applebee's on a regular, right? Like my regular restaurant is like Harbor House Carson's. I can't do a Applebee's on a date if that's not my regular meal. Okay? And so when I say it's ghetto, y'all can judge me, but y'all thinking the same thing. Okay? If his shoes, okay, we ain't even going. But the point I'm saying is my experience in these dating streets have been very ghetto. And y'all very quiet about y'all dating life. So maybe I should go back to Jesus and just wait for him to do it for me.
I just think that, it takes a strong man to date a strong woman.
Okay, I need you to say that loud because I need them to hear this.
I can say it for him. It takes a strong man to date a strong woman.
Come on, we need it on the mic though. We need it recorded.
Well, I think that you need a strong man to date a strong woman.
That part.
But you need a strong man to date a strong woman.
Did you hear that part? Did you hear it? I have a comeback for that.
So, I understand the whole process of the dating and everything else because I dated my wife before we got married. But I don't know if we can really put Applebee's and Parsons.
It was an example. It was just an example.
Right, but
lifestyle example.
But what I'm saying is, the man's not going to typically take you to a really expensive date because then a lot of times they get blown off.
Wait, what?
They get blown
explain
off
that.
because
Why?
they think then you think they're pressing. And if they're the ones that are being the aggressors, a lot of times you girls run scared because they know what they want. That a lot of times, when the man's the aggressor, a woman tends to wanna fly away.
Well, why wouldn't he take us to an expensive restaurant?
And what I mean by that is, he knows what he wants.
Yeah.
Like you said, the man typically knows who he wants to be with.
From the get-go.
So if he takes us to Applebee's, you don't want it?
Yes, from the get-go.
Don't waste my time.
I knew I wanted to be with my
so
wife.
So you're saying if he take us to Applebee's, he don't want it?
What I'm saying is that he could take you to the beach and take you for a walk. Are you going to be disappointed?
No, I love the beach.
There it is.
But
So it has to
everybody
be,
might not
but it's
like
going
the
to be
beach.
something natural. And he's going to show his emotion. Because actually grown men are going to show their emotion versus the young man that wants to be the hard ass. They're not.
I like that. Grown men gonna show their emotion. Where the question at? Who had the question? Oh, okay. Comment.
I think you said the question is why is dating so ghetto? I feel like dating so ghetto because a lot of men don't know how to articulate and understand and not be open and they don't know what to talk about. So they're boring, right? Like, because I'm a nurse, so I have a lot to talk about and I have other things that's going on, so I can't be talking to someone that's talking about cereal. I don't understand what you're saying. And then all those, them acronyms, like, all those, like, I don't know what that means. Like, spell that out. Spell that out. Spell that out. And like you said, you know that person like coffee, ask for that. Don't say good morning to me. Ask me, can we go walk? Meet me for lunch at work. You know the place I go get my hair done and my nails done. I'm doing it for myself, so I don't need you. So let me see what you can add to me so I can get you out the box, because everybody is like, who said that? Everybody is seeing somebody, right, before somebody actually. So it's called dating. And a lot of people like to be lied to, because when you tell the man that you're dating, they don't like to hear it. Like, who you think you are? Well, I'm dating you and him. Like, that's what it is. You are supposed to be dating. So if I decide to like her, I'm going to pick her out of the bunch. So people like to be lied to.
So she said date them all. She said date them all, ladies. Date them all.
I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes because I got it all wrong. Obviously.
Okay. I don't really like talking on camera.
Well,
not on camera.
For the first time.
But to what Doc said and to what he said. So my father taught me. My dad was a lot older than my dad was born in 1933. So my dad was 84 when he passed. He's probably like 89 right now. And so I was raised by an older man. And my dad said, you don't have to tell a man where to take you on the first date. Ooh. Where he takes you to on the first date lets you know how he thinks of you. Ooh. And so, and what level that he has you on, right? And what level that he is on. So if you meet a man and he takes you to McDonald's, I'm not saying that he thinks you're a McDonald's chick, right?
All quick McDonald's, okay?
He may be a McDonald's man, right? And his pocketbook may scream McDonald's, right? But if you are like, a lot of us, we have either, I have my own business.
Put the mic closer.
I have my own businesses.
Businesses.
And then, or we have a job, or we have, whatever you do. You don't have to express a lot to men, right? And even if that man doesn't have a lot of money, and if he takes you on a walk, right? Or if he takes you for ice cream, he may see you and be like, I want her. I don't want her to walk out of my life. I don't want her to walk out of this room and I don't get a chance to meet her. I might not got my pocketbooks together right now, but let me be her friend. Let me go on a walk with her.
Yes.
And let me see where her mind is at, because I might not be able to get her, right? Like yet. But let me see if I can just have her in my life, right? But if on your first date he takes you to McDonald's, that's how he thinks of you on that level. And that's my daddy taught me that.
Wow.
And so he said, you don't have to say, when a man says, where you want to go eat, you say, you pick.
Ooh.
Don't you pick. Because you're going to have to eat again in a few hours anyways. So who cares about this one meal, right? So my dad always said, you don't never pick where you want to eat. Let him see what he's going to feed you.
Bars.
And
Damn.
so, that's it.
Bars.
Okay. Wow.
We have to have a thing for work.
That was good.
That was really good.
I don't know if it's not a question, and I don't know if there's much else to say because so many people have spoke. But to answer your question, I think a lot of it has to do with a lack of balance in masculine and feminine energy when it comes to both men and women. And men want women to be, to need them and to kind of, no one attack me here. But men want a certain kind of woman. But I think it's safe to say that a woman is not going to be able to let down those walls and feel comfortable in her feminine energy and give that to the man until he offers up the space for her to feel safe to do so. Mm-hmm. And I think that I've dated men who are older than me and younger than me, and I've experienced all of the same things. I think it has a lot to do with how far he's met himself. And he can be 40, he can be 20. Okay, that's like, I'm not saying that's a level. That's a bit, no. But I'm using no, I'm just saying, I mean, I did not just out myself, no. But I think there's something to be said about that, and every time when a guy shows me his true colors and it doesn't align with what I want in a man, doesn't align with who I am as a woman and what kind of partnership I want, usually it's because he hasn't met himself that far. And I think one thing I remind myself constantly, when dating, when in friendships, anything, someone can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. And so much of the time, yes, it feels, shitty, excuse my language for the kiddos in here. I don't have my glasses on, I can't see anyone. But I think that ultimately, if they have not taken a look in the mirror and have not fully understood, their own trauma, their own life, what they have to, really grow from, they're not going to be able to offer a lot, especially to a woman who's strong, empowered, knows what she wants.
Great. Awesome. Alma, last comment.
Last comment?
Yeah. Oh, let's get it from somebody we haven't heard from. Alma, let's get a new man.
Who'd like to speak?
She said a new man.
We're already ready to move on to the next.
You know I'm ready.
Oh, shit.
Hello. So it's always interesting to have conversations with these two lovely ladies up here outside of this. But it's interesting to have conversations about what we're talking about, because I think one of the things, and I think I couldn't see who was talking over there, but one of the things we never acknowledge is how broken all of us are.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That part.
And I think it's so interesting that you watch broken people ask and take advice from other broken people, and it makes no sense. Right? And so I'm not saying that like I know everything, but I'm just saying a lot of us got a lot of work to do because we're all recovering from our childhoods. And the reality is a lot of this, I guess, dating, marriage, whatever, is a lot of trial and error, because a lot of us we've never seen like what, I don't even want to say successful, but what healthy relationships look like, right? And so we get into a situation and we're not taught to always work on yourself, because half of y'all ain't got no therapist that's out here, but you need one, right? Y'all go to the pastor or you pray about it. That's great, but you still gotta go get you a therapist, right? But the other part of it is we just never learn what it takes to not only be with ourselves, but be with somebody else. Me too, right? So I'm not talking to y'all like I got it together, but I think most of us in this room got to understand that we're broken, and if you don't tackle that piece, that piece or those pieces of you that are broken, we'll be sitting here 5 years from now having the same damn conversation, trying to figure out how to get a man, how to get a woman, or whatever it is that you like. And then we're just gonna be crying, right? We're gonna be on IG with the tears, right? I think that's reality. We're broken, we're flawed, and it takes a lot of work, and a lot of us, we're not even willing to put in the work, but we will talk crazy about everybody and the person we talking crazy about, we in the same situation, right? So all I'm saying is do the necessary work on yourself if you can, and do what's necessary so that you can connect and build with somebody, and y'all can thrive and get to the bag and do whatever it is that you need to do so you can live a long, healthy life and just be happy and have joy. So that's what I say.
You get, Nemo, you have something to say?
All right, so one of my favorite quotes, and I don't know who to give credit to, but it goes like, in life you don't get what you want, you get what you are. Ooh. And so I think the real question, in life you don't get what you want, rather you get what you are. And so you attract what you get into your life pretty much. Well, it's not about externally, like why things are coming to each other. I think the better question to ask is, instead of like why is dating ghetto, rather the question to be asked is, why do I attract and entertain things that I don't want? Okay. You know? And so it gives you the power to then be the person that you need to be to attract what you want into your life. And then the dating scene will change.
Are you coming for me?
I'm coming for whoever is attracting you.
I to make sure it was for everybody in the room and not for me. One more back there. One more.
Okay, they didn't let him speak, and now I have to go back. These strong women up here.
So,
Nemo, I feel like
as we were taking in all this information, what I honestly think what we forget is women like that are strong to be strong in a white man's world, and men like us are not up to the level where you need to be because we oppressed from a white man's world. So it's a disconnect that is not our fault, but we have to heal from it.
Okay,
it's a joke part. So we do need to have more compassion, more understanding. And the thing is I think that we have expectations too high too soon, realistically speaking. Think about how you raise your child. It takes months, if not years, before he's developed to just the next phase. But we expect men, women, and so on and so forth to go from here to here just based on what your goal is. Well, you got 3 months, you got 6 months, you got 9 months. But are you ready? He ready in 9 months that you set the expectation to, but are you?
Are you pointing to me?
Yeah.
You're the one dating.
You.
Listen, let me
I guess the next podcast should be about compromising.
I ain't compromising.
So in the first episode, we shared that you have. I haven't been on a date in a long ass time, so not in 3 days, you know. That's probably why, because I fell in love in 3 days. But it's been a long time since I had a date, so he's talking to you, not to me. They're running from me.
No, you're running from yourself.
Listen, y'all gonna chill out back there. Okay.
Let me add something to that, because I can't stay with that.
This is my problem.
Yeah, let's hear it.
My problem too. And if you guys watched that first episode, I lack patience.
Okay.
So for me, it's like if we're texting or talking, right, like a week or two, and there's no plans, you're wasting my time.
Are you conveying that to that person? Though?
If I told you, let's get to know you. If you ask me, if there was an agreement that there's an attraction, I'm assuming I'm not gonna tell you, oh, when are you gonna take me out? Oh, when are you gonna do? I'm not gonna do that because I want you to take the lead.
Well, how does an agreement look like for you?
There's an attraction when we talked about it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, I like you, can't live without you, whatever. The agreement is we met, we saw each other, we met, there's an attraction. That's it. I gave you the green light. Take the lead.
There's gentlemen that they might not get that green light because they did that before and they don't know how to.
No. Just take a lead. Take a lead and take me out.
You do that patience.
Okay, but if there's 3 weeks texting back and forth, good morning, beautiful, good afternoon, you're just wasting my time. Okay.
I can do that one. 3 weeks, that's too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, but not 3 days.
No, that was a joke.
Okay.
Dr. Shaquille, let's get back to what y'all post is. I mean, what y'all podcast is about. She's a busy woman. She wants the man to take the lead, but he takes the lead, and now you busy. So now you.
I never said no.
That's his schedule.
Never said that.
Well, listen.
Oh my God. We're gonna make time.
So what I will say, as a busy woman whose schedule is always on the go, if I have interest in you, I will make time.
Exactly.
But what I'm not going to do is allow you to disrespect my time. So if you think you can call me and just say, hey, get ready, that doesn't work like that. Because you have to have respect for my time. Just how you find things and make priority, right? I've already scheduled on my day, my week, etc. You have to be respectful for the things that are already happening in my life. Hey, I would like to find some time with you. Let's make it work. But I'm not going to move on you not respecting the things that I have going on in my life.
So there's no spontaneous taking the lead.
I'm not a fan of spontaneity. I'm just not. So it's different if I'm with you versus dating. In dating, I'm a grown woman. You got to make a schedule. We got to schedule this thing out. It's a difference if you like lunch, what time you eating today? I'm eating at 1 o'clock. Can you make it? But you just popping up saying, cancel it. I'm not.
Hey, calm down.
But then I'm just any ordinary guy, but I have to get on your schedule.
Listen, why is it wrong that you got to get on my schedule? I would have to get on yours.
I need to schedule. Like, okay, well, we got planned together.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So when you're dating a busy man or a busy woman, right? The compromise is how do we find time together? If it takes 2 weeks because our schedule is busy, it takes 2 weeks. But what we're saying is it shouldn't take 3 weeks into a conversation to make a plan. That first week I meet you, let's look at our schedules. If there's interest, let's look into our schedule. Who want to talk? Tresky? Come on, Tresky.
So, what I'll say is that
a little louder.
The guy that's right for you, he will want that.
The guy that's right for me will want that. I'm just repeating what Tresky said. The guy that's right for
The
me.
woman that's right for me will compromise with you.
Well, baby, find her.
You keep saying the 3 weeks. What I mean by the 3 weeks, okay, we can talk, we can text, you can call me, but if we're just talking and texting and there's no plans in the calendar, I don't want to be your pen pal. Well, that's fine. That's fine. What I'm saying is if we keep talking and talking and talking for weeks and weeks and weeks and you haven't made plans, you're wasting my time because that's a long time to know if you want to go out with somebody or not. Right? And then they don't care. I'm not even going to get into that.
Yes. What's the comment, sir?
Wait, Rashama.
What does it look like in your world for a man to take the lead?
What does it look like in my world for a man to take the lead? I'm going to answer this real quick. Hold on. Wait, you said what does it look like in my world for a man to take the lead? It looks like, hey, how are you? I would like to spend time with you. Let's find a time that works. Cool, I'm going to give you the date. You make the plans. I give you the time frame. You make it happen. That's what it looks like.
Okay, Marion?
Exactly what she said. I just want a man that's going to take the lead. I'm 24/7 thinking of what I'm going to do next. I got to go here. I got to go there. I don't have time to sit here and think what I'm going to do with you. I want to be able to be with a man that's going to take the lead, right? And if he's not doing it, if we're just texting back and forth, then what are we doing? You know what I mean? For 3 weeks. And then, you know what? I'm not even going to say it because I'm going to get pissed. 3 weeks? That's a long ass time. This is what I'm saying. There's nothing.
Just give it to him.
But there has to be a plan. If you're not making the plans, if you're not saying, hey, when can I see you? Give me dates. Let's make it work. Let's get on the phone. Don't keep telling me, when can I see you? When can I see you? When you make plans.
I'm going to say, turn it off. Is it now okay? Is it on? Is yours on?
Turn it off and turn it back on.
Tell us what else your daddy said.
I think that for guys, because I'm very busy, right? So I have a real estate brokerage. I have 11 agents under me. I own a bar. I have 6 properties.
Period.
I have a 16-year-old daughter. I have a mother. Like, I have family that I'm trying to engage to as well. And I get this a lot. Like, guys be like, I can't get into your schedule. And I'm not as, like, I've seen Doc's schedule. I'm not that scheduled like her. Like, I don't have everything just like on my books. Like, I probably have it like on my phone. Like, today I gotta go run and pick up a property record for, you know, like, I got that kind of daily. I think that what's worked best for me is when a man says, like, hey, I have Thursday at 2 o'clock, Thursday at 5 o'clock, or Friday at 7 o'clock. Which one of those times work best for you for a date?
Yes.
And it helps me to kind of like finagle him into the schedule, because sometimes, like, let's just say if the guy is just a guy that just has one job, right? And I'm fine with that. I don't care about how much I make. I date a factory worker. Like, I wouldn't care as long as you know, this is me. As long as you're a working man, right? But give me some time slots.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're free. Let's try to make it work. Like, it has to be a compromise. And I feel like, for me, I kind of don't date because people will just be like, what you doing tomorrow? Like,
what? That's exactly what I do.
It's 24 hours tomorrow.
What?
I need 36 of them, though. Like, I'm already short some hours on tomorrow's 24, right? And so I literally deal with that so much, and I think that what has ever worked best for me, when someone gave me sometimes like, I'm the man now. Hey, I'm free these times, this time, and that time. What works best for you? Then it kind of helps me.
But then you have men like me. I need 36 hours too. I'm busy. I run 2 businesses, 4-profit, non-profit, then I got to.
But you want us to flex your schedule.
I have all that.
Wait, I got you, sis. Hold up.
There's got to be that compromise.
No. See, the podcast is about y'all taking the lead.
Oh,
hold on, somebody.
Come on, preach.
I need you to take the lead as a man. So sometimes I'm gonna need you to demand, baby. I got these different times. We going out to eat today, or we going out to eat this week.
Yeah.
Baby, you gonna pick one of these 3 times. Right?
Whatever it is.
Well, I mean, not like demanding like that. But when we say we want you to take the lead, like we want a man's man.
A man's
man.
That's so
We running you.
Like
we running you. We know how this relationship is about to go, and I can't do it. I need to be able to turn my brain off.
Exactly.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know where we eating. I don't know what's going on. I just know we're eating. Like I just know we're eating. Like I don't know what's happening right now.
And I'm allergic to shellfish.
Oh no,
so
yes
make
it
sure
is.
you
I'm
prepare.
always hungry. Yes it is. I'm always hungry.
How y'all clapping and y'all always want to know every detail that y'all about?
I am a very detail-oriented person, but I do. And so as we wrap it up, one of the last questions, so I talked about I'm not aggressive in my dating space, right? I don't approach a man. I'm not approaching a man. I am aggressive in 99.9% of the things in my life. If I gotta approach you to talk to me, it's not gonna happen, right? My approach, my green light for you is like, ooh, you smell good. Ooh, you look amazing. If you don't catch those keys, I don't have nothing else for you. So in 2024, men have become very...
They became more women.
They became very laid back and very wanting the woman to approach them. And I don't like that.
No.
I don't think that a woman should have to approach a man, propose to a man, take a knee to a man. A man, if he wants you, from my understanding, will come for you. Okay? And so many men in 2024 will look at you, smile at you, and then expect you to come for them. I'm just not gonna do that. We just gonna keep smiling at each other from across the bar until my tab is paid, and then I'm out of there, and maybe in another lifetime. But like, I just am not aggressive in my dating life. And so one of the questions was why? Because if a man wants you, what is he gonna do, ladies? He gonna come for you. If you too shy to talk to me just to get my name, what we gonna do in a relationship? I'm gonna run all over you.
But what if he didn't see you?
Oh, he see me because he was looking at me. Oh, they got a different situation happening over there. So my question to anybody out here, is there a woman that will approach a man?
Well, can I?
Okay, she wants to add her part.
Yeah, because we were.
Sometimes it's like a man. I think women sometimes should approach men.
Wait, you think a woman should approach a man?
The Bible says trust the man and
I'm very good at flirting. Like, I can flirt, but I'm so weird. When I like somebody, I can't flirt with them. It's, I don't know, so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have patience. But there's nothing more attractive than a man that knows what he wants. He sees you. I like what I see. Can I get your number? I would love to take you out. I ain't gonna do that. Like, oh, what's up, shorty? I'm gonna take you out. That's how I will feel. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm taking a man out.
I was at the bar the other day. The chick came up to me and asked me if I wanted a drink. You know how that made me feel?
How did it make you feel?
Now, once we're together, I'ma spoil my man. Once we're together, you know, it's different, but I'm not gonna approach a man. I'm gonna look at you, I'm gonna smile, but I'm not gonna be like, hey, what's up?
No, I want to hear a little bit right here. Come on. She look like she got some knowledge for us. We coming for you in the back.
Yeah, I think that sometimes being a little bit more assertive is sexy. Like, it comes off as, like, you know, a little bit more of that confidence there. Like, I've approached guys and just on some like, oh, hey, what's up? Where you going? What you doing? And we've talked for years on end because of those situations. I've had a friend that's done the same thing too, where she just, and maybe she was a little tipsy, that she had the confidence to go, you know, and like approach a guy, and they've been, you know, dating ever since. So, I mean, I think it just depends, but I also think, like, in our case, too, we do want to be, like, wanted. I think that's just, like, that feeling of, like, okay, I still need to know that you want me so that I'm not the one that's going to be chasing you all over and dating you and trying to, you know, get you to be blah, 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 X, Y, Z to me, you know. And I think that's also, like, us trying to see, like, how he is, if he is like that masculine, assertive, you know, style of a guy. But I feel like it can kind of go back and forth, because then, you know, you will see eventually how the guy is, you know, as far as like what his assertiveness is. I think we can tell too, like as soon as we get to talking to that guy, if his like masculine game energy is up there where he's not shy and intimidated by you, even if you did approach him. So yeah, and I think it's cool if we, oh yeah, I sent that drink over there to them. Like, we got it. We can do it, you know? So yeah, exactly. So yeah.
The brown, right there, the brown.
I hear what y'all are saying in 2024 about a woman approaching a man. I get that. But we started this whole little shindig with prayer. And I know my bestie on stage has great reverence for God. And I, in my life, follow the word. And it says, he that finds a wife. So I'm not about to be out here checking for you, sending you a drink, winking at you. I know I'm thick, showing I'm not doing all that.
You better come find me.
Okay? Because I'm the prize. Now, the man is the prize too, because we bring different things to the relationship. But we have to understand what was original, what stand from the beginning. And we've gotten so far from that chicks are okay getting on their knees, proposing.
I ain't doing it.
Right, and you're going to forever be walking backwards. Forever. Your eyes going to be on the back of your head.
I ain't doing it.
The blind leading the blind is going to be your situation forever. Right.
She turned into a pillow or something.
So, and it don't matter what y'all think about that. That's facts.
A fact.
And then there's facts that's truth. And then there's facts that you don't believe that's truth. That's truth anyway. And you're going to be the one lost forever at 70 trying to figure out your relationship. You have to just hang it up by there. AARP, or, you know, holler at the nursing room people.
Okay, Dr. Johnson, go ahead.
Thank you, Talia. We appreciate that. No, for real. We appreciate that.
Okay, go ahead.
No. We appreciate that. Because I think sometimes when we come into rooms like this, there's always this misconception that everybody operates from like these Christian values. Right? And there's nothing wrong with being a Christian, but we also got to acknowledge some people, that's not where they come from, right? They have different operating systems. Some of us, we grow up, you know, learning from grandma, granddaddy, our mom, whoever, and those are old traditional things that worked during their times, but they're not working now, right? And I'm not saying they're bad, and sometimes they work. Sometimes they work, right? But if you're searching for a man and you ain't got one right now, are they working? Right? But I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying in general. But I think some things work and sometimes they change, right? But what I just want to share this, right? I think it's very important. Let me read this real quick. It says, I'll tell you. Let me read it, right? It says, her that knoweth what she wants and does not go seek does not find.
What?
The newest testament, y'all. They didn't come out yet. But anyway, no, but listen. Real talk. Real talk. It come out 2025, the new Bible. But no, real talk. No. I think, but it's very interesting. Like, we hear all, like, language matters, right? And so we hear so many women and people say, don't come for me, right? But it's interesting. Listen to what I'm saying, right? Don't come for me, don't come for me, don't come for me. When a man come for you in a way that you don't want, but they coming for you and they actually really like you, but they don't come in the way that you think they should come, you push them off. You push them off. Men do that too, right? And all I'm saying is it's okay to get whatever it is that you want, the way that you want it. Everybody not gonna do it the same. You know what I'm saying? Like if a woman comes up to a man and says, hey, I like you, I love what you're wearing, you smell good, let me buy you a drink. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Go after whatever it is that you want, and then quit looking at people because they don't do things the way that you do things. That's one of the reasons for a minute, I ain't want nothing to do with the church. People were saying, you don't pray like me, you don't do it like me. I ain't supposed to, I'm not you, right? So do it how you do it, and if it works for you, and if it doesn't, adjust. That's it. Right? But I keep seeing her. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I think we got to be mindful. We're in different time zones nowadays. You know, there are women that take the lead. Oh, well, different time frames, you know, whatever. You know, my English is not pretty looking, but it gives me a lot of in different time frames now. There are women that do take the lead. And, like, I had women ask me before, like, hey, you're single, you're married, what's going on? I'm like, he caught me off guard, like, what the fuck? Oh. Excuse my language. Sorry, kids. But it's true, like, we're in different situations now, you know, and you just gotta respect to each his own. Like, if there's a woman that likes taking the lead, you respect that. If you're the type of woman that you want someone to take the lead, then you respect that, then you take the lead. But nowadays, I agree with you, dating is freaking hard. Mm-hmm. It is hard. That's the bottom line. You just gotta know if you're gonna go into the dating atmosphere, know what's out there, be ready for it, and decide if that's for you or if it's not for you. If it's not, then keep it moving. That's why it's called dating.
Mm. This was good.
So, back to the he who finds a wife. When you meet somebody, you're not their wife. You're their friend, you're talking to this person. So when you do become a wife, the Bible says that the man obtains favor. That's when you become a wife. Like you said, to each his own what you do. I'm not going to go to a man and, approach him. But like you said, if I see a man, I like him, and he smell good, I might slide up on him and be like, you smell good, and then take that conversation from there. And then if he be like, okay, well, let me get your number, it goes like that. You know what I'm saying? What I keep hearing all night is everybody talk about what the woman wants. But does the woman ever think about what the man wants? You can't keep saying what you want, and you're not taking this man in stride. You can be a strong woman. You can be a strong woman, and you still can be vulnerable. You still can show that side of you that a man is attracted to. You know what I'm saying? You could be a woman in the power and you still have this sensitive side to this man. If you want something, you're going to make time for it. You're not going to make excuses. You're not going to say, well, you can't. Let me tell you something. If you like somebody and that man take you to McDonald's, you're going to McDonald's with that man. I don't care what you say. You're going to McDonald's with that man. If you like that man, if you like that man, and you're going to say, hey baby, it's Thursday. We going out to eat. You have to compromise. It's about being compromised. You can't have these high standards because you know what? That's why a lot of women be single because you gotta.
We need the mic back.
You gotta say. Let me tell you something. My mother and father have been married all my life. And I see my mama take care of my father. My father, to this day, he ain't cooked no meal for himself. He will wait at home until my mama come make his food. She made his bath water. She did everything. I see my mama take care of her man. She took care of her man.
What year
she
they got
didn't
married?
say, oh, you ain't take me here or you didn't do this, that for me. Because you know what? Because she take care of him, he take care of her. So when you take care of your man, he gonna take care of you. And how? My older sister is 50. They've been together.
Girl, it's 2024. It's 2024.
Exactly. So then, that's a lot of people living off of unrealistic things that they see off of Instagram. You gotta get with what fits for you. For you, stop looking at everybody else. What fits for you is what fits for you.
Hey, that was good. That was really good. Hey, I want to commend you like for that, because I can see like you really meant that from your heart, and I think that was huge. You know what comes down to, I'm going to kind of change a little bit. I think that we deal in an information age right now, right? So it means that we get information from social media, other sources, friends, and we've never had so much access as we have now today, ever in life. So what that does is that we may have standards, we may have boundaries and so on and so forth, but we get confused because we were watching reels, right, throughout the day. We're watching TikToks throughout the day, right? And it's like, you know what, maybe that resonates with me, right? But what happens is we get carried away from these devices and what's really going on in life. And we're kind of confused in the dating world. And like this gentleman said over here, he said, a lot of people in the church, they condemn you. They condemn you for not praying the right way or saying you're doing things in the correct way. But what it does come down to is that we've all fallen away and short. And I'm not trying to make this like a sermon or anything, but we fall short from God's word and what God actually really wants for us. So God wants us to submit. So how many of us, like, we would say, hey, we're going to submit to a good man if a man is doing the right things, right? Right? That's not what God's word says.
Pull your hands up.
That's not what God's word says, though. So what God's word says is that we need to submit to him, right?
The man is
we need to submit to him, so we don't have any excuses not to submit to that man. And that man needs to submit to that woman. He needs to submit to God. If that's what we're truly looking for, and we're talking about in that morale position, because like my gentleman said over here, not all of us is really looking towards God. Not all of us believe in God, right? We have different cultures and different ways that we're thinking about. But at the end of the day, I think we have to make a decision on what we're going to do. If we're going to say submission, we need to find out what that really means, right? But anyway, that's it. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Alma. We got to cut it off.
My God is real, yo. I don't care what y'all say.
Okay. Tresky, and then that's it. Tresky, and we're going to end it.
Tresky's the last one, because we have our time here.
First off, for anyone that has had that experience with a Christian in the past, I want to apologize and repent on behalf of other Christians. I'm serious. Because we should not be a stumbling block, we should be a light. We should be pointing you back to God by the way that we love one another. And that goes back to the type of relationships that we're talking about. I hear a lot of pain from people's experiences, and the pain, I think, it's sourced from a lack of selflessness in relationships. Where relationships, when they begin to break, it's when they become transactional. It's what can I get? And a lot of these questions, and it's not disrespect to the questions, but the questions are always they point back to like, what can I get from this? What are you adding to me? But the first question, if you want a healthy relationship, and I have made all the mistakes, I've done it wrong. And it wasn't until I started saying, how can I add value? How can I serve? How can I give of myself, that I started to find what a healthy type of relationship looks like. So regardless of where you stand in your faith or any of those things, if you are struggling with relationships, I want to tell you, like, the moment that you get a healthy relationship is when you stop shifting your focus and your eyes within, and you start saying, how can I help uplift this other person in front of me?
Chesky, you preaching. No, so we will respect all of the opinions and the responses. One, just give yourselves a round of applause for even being mature in the room, even if you agreed or disagreed. and just having the honesty. And that's what the GRWN Woman Podcast is about. We're never going to agree on all things, but we should have this space to be able to discuss it, learn from it, and take what you want to take, right? It says, chew the meat, spit out the bones. Like, whatever fits for you, take it, and what doesn't, because there was a lot of passion that flowed through this room. I thought we was going to have to hold some people down for a minute. But that's the point, and we wanted to do this live so that y'all can see where our heart, purpose, and passion is. Every podcast is not going to be about relationships, FYI, because we do more as grown women than just talk about relationships. That's probably like 80% of what we do, but the other like 20% we're doing productive things, okay? And talking about productive things. So I do have a call to action before we end. Can you pull out your phones? Hold them up in the air. I want to see everybody's phone. Okay, so there is a QR code in front of you. I need everybody in this room, don't you dare put that phone down, to scan it. That is supporting us. Please subscribe to all of our channels. We're dropping weekly. Our first episode is already out. The next one will be out next Wednesday. Please scan that support. Share, right? Share and subscribe. The second thing is, once you're done scanning, if you could take a picture with the person on the side of you. One side. Find the cute person. Find the cute friend. Hold it up. I want to see the selfies. Everybody take that picture with the person on the side of you. I don't see y'all taking no selfies with the people on the side of y'all. Hold on. Y'all supposed to be techno-savvy in here. All right, that picture you just took, tag us.
Please
tag us and say you enjoyed yourself, even if you didn't, at the GRWN Woman Podcast. If you did not, the disclaimer is you're going to say that on IG and Facebook, okay? And then the last call to action, what is it? Hold on. Oh. If you have any questions, for us, submit them. We're looking to continue to grow, engage with our audience, and just culturally come together, right? Did we enjoy this?
Yeah. Next time we will have 2 microphones for sure, because this was bad. But thank you so much, guys. Thank you again to my cocos, to Edwin, Pedro for supporting us, for hosting us. This won't be the last time, because we had so much fun. And we actually had an announcement. We didn't say it.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to end it with our announcement.
Let me say it. Or you gonna say it?
We can say it together.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, so I don't know how many of you...
I'm just kidding.
The lie she tell. Okay.
Holy Spirit.
No, she got me scared for a moment. I was like, I had to check this out. So on top of coming together with this podcast, we have also partnered. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the Pink Hustle, TPH, which is a consultant and coaching firm. But we also came together because we wanted to reach the bilingual side. And so we are working together to now dominate both sides to empower women in business with coaching and consulting. And now we got the Spanish bilingual. I'm learning it as we go.
Now you're gonna be like, hey, papi.
Papi chulo. But no, so we're coming together on both ends. So just a lot of things happening. Thank you guys for supporting us. Can we just get like a 1, 2, 3? Also, shout out to Terrence for recording. Terrence has been with me for the past month, recording all of my celebrations and all the things happening. Also, thank you to Amma. She put all of this together, all the pictures, all the things. Hasmin for supporting us, all the people in here who love us. Our makeup woman is in the room. Wani, if you need your face done, she lays it out. If you need your lashes done, we got our lash tech in the room. Who else we got in the room? Lash and makeup, raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
They keep us together,
Makeup,
baby.
lash
She had me fine on my birthday. Fine. Okay. All right. Thank y'all. We're going to be here for a little bit. Make sure y'all pay y'all drink tabs and support. If there's a little food left, eat it. But the music is going to come on. And thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gracias.